Welcome to the CR275 Task 2 elaboration. So what I've got is the unit outline here, and I've just got the written piece. It's about investigate a topic within science and tech. It can be a STEM topic, it can be a pure science topic, and you're going to then connect this to Task 3. So have Task 3 in the back of your mind, which is basically is a demonstration of your, a presentation, of what you've done, but also a classroom application. So here's the headings of those things: summary, alignment, what you did, and how you would apply it. Now let's go straight to the elaboration where you get more information about what's going on here. Now in the elaboration, you'll have a group, maximum of 4. You choose a topic. We're suggesting it's in the upper primary area. It's got a lot more flexibility in meat, so to speak. It can be over a longer period of time, weeks and so on. It doesn't have to be. But it's got to be suitable for the classroom context. Now that doesn't mean it has to stay in the classroom. For example, you could be doing something about the school grounds, or something that the students could do at home but bring into the classroom. So it doesn't have to be totally classroom bound, but it has to be useful for the context of the class. Got to be suitable for students, so readily available materials. You design, you collect, and you produce. So here we have the overview of the investigation. What's the rationale? And what I have here is either prompt questions or subheadings that you might want to do. What's its rationale? What's the reason you're doing this? How does it link to the Australian curriculum? What's your Christian perspective that you could perhaps integrate? So that's where that lives. How did your design? What did you do? What did you predict? How did you control the variables? How did you organise the information? What you found out of that. So that will be full of photos, tables, written descriptions and so on, and a discussion on the scientific inquiry. So don't forget the scientific or technical discussion that you have here. Now, different to the scientific lab report, which has a very tight structure, this has a lot more flow, and it's a report, so you can utilise tables, graphs, graphics, links, and so on in this area here. In the last section is, reflect upon it. What are the difficulties? How do you resolve? How could you fit this into the classroom? And then start to highlight, okay, this is what we're going to do for our Task 3 presentation in terms of a classroom experience. So Task 2 links into Task 3. So you take your product and you tell us in, say, 5 minutes is what you did, how you work, a mini lesson plan and the activity context, and a demonstration of a key element of that activity. So it's very hands-on about this. So Task 2 flows into Task 3. So what now I'm going to show you is Task 2, not the presentation, but the written elements. So this is a group task. We had 4 members, and it's got the rationale and everything involved there in terms of the headings. Now, making it this way makes it really clear and aligns with the elaboration. So let's have a look at what they've got. So the rationale, this is what they've done, this is what they'll explore. Key aspect involves, Christians can learn about earthquakes, Indonesia, focus on design technology, that's the reason for doing it. They've got a 5E model, is sort of the structural scaffold that they've utilised in their investigation. Here's the curriculum alignment, and they've actually gone probably more than you need, but here's even more information about it. So it's really clear that you've got your science, technology, human endeavour, so the sub-strands of science and technology, and great, even general capabilities. So, and cross-curricular, so really extensive, and a little bit on the biblical perspective or application that you could bring into the classroom. So that area is above and beyond a little bit. Key elements that you must have is the science and the technology and your Christian perspective, and additional information gets you that D and HD level here. So this is their investigation design. Here's their question. Here's their hypothesis. This is their variable control that they did. This is what they found out. in terms of their findings. It's got visuals, it's got graphics, it's got observations, it's got a table, seconds after it's shaking. So it's an earthquake demonstration, and they use different products to demonstrate what shape worked best. They've also then got a video. So if we click onto one of those, and you'll see that it plays a video of what's going on here. So the different shapes of their cube, for example, here, is that a great design that they're using? And they comment on that. So incorporating of a link really, I think, adds value to what they're doing. Back to here. So here's their reflection and application, how it worked, what would you do differently perhaps next time around. So it's covers all the bases, and your references as appropriate there. So that's a really superior level presentation. Just recapping, what I think enabled them to be successful was that they really started with the end in mind. In other words, they started with, let's put the headings down, and now let's create and fill each part. So they structured it well. They had really good, clear use of graphics and information, tables and links and so on. See how I think they're using all the affordances that a report format gives you, and they used links to their video to add extra information towards the end. So great result. So that's what task 2 is. So in their task 3 presentation, of course, they submitted some of the video. They submitted a lesson plan which incorporated students making that item and how it would be utilised in the classroom.